Hello and welcome back here to Prior's Flat, and Tynedale well in control now, 222 for 3, and this is the 48th over, and the ball just runs up here towards us behind third man, and there's another 4 to Callum McCabe this time. So he's gone to 63, the score has gone to 225 for 3, and Dan Parker at the other end, he scored a wonderful 100 just moments ago, just before we came on air, and these two now have put on 182 for the fourth wicket here for Tynedale, when Tynedale looked in a spot of bother at 43 for 3, and these two have just ran 2 more there, 4 runs, came off an inside edge from McCabe, up to final leg as well, 229 for 3 now in the 48th Tynedale. The men out, and it seems a long time ago now. Tom Cant, Sam Mannion and Jamie Crichton out. Jamie Crichton was the last man out for a solitary single, as Hamanatha is in again towards us, and McCabe's up on his toes punching that one out towards wide mid-on there, and he's going to get another single. He's moved to 68, the score goes to 230. So here's the man of the moment on the strike now, the left-handed Dan Parker, his first 100 on his return to Tynedale, and by quite a ways, highest score of the season so far, 110 not out. And where's Hamanatha going to bowl this time? He hasn't taken a wicket yet. The leg break, wrist spin bowler, right arm. So there's no slips. He's got 2 deep to leg. There's a long off, a long on, and a deep cover. And he'll be coming towards us here. 48th over, here we go. Well pitched to Parker, and he goes for the big swipe, and he plays and misses, and the ball goes quite high through to the wicketkeeper there where it stopped safely enough. But here's Parker again from Hamanatha. Parker swings at that one, and that might be 6 again, up towards the far end, and it smacks into the fence. So has it gone over the top? It's gone over the top, because there's an Alnmouth fielder scuttling away to get a fresh ball from the changing rooms across to our left. So Parker's gone to 116. It's 236 for 3 Tynedale in the 48th over, just coming up towards the tea break here. And they're heading now, Tynedale, towards the score that the team scored in the first innings last time these two met here at Prior's Flat, which was 241 for 7, and that's just shy of 3 years ago, when before Alnmouth got relegated from the old Northumberland and Tyneside Senior League. So just under 3 years ago, and there is every probability here they'll go past that score of 241 for 7. And I'm just having a look here who scored the runs that day. There's a partnership of 124 from Tom Cant and John Meadows, then of Tynedale, now of Swalwell. But here's Hamanatha again to Parker, short and faster this time, and he's twirled this one up towards us here at the back of final leg, but it stopped within the circle there. And there's 1 run to the total at the end of the 48th. It's 237 for 3, Parker 116, Colin McCabe 68 not out. And although there's a big gap between these two batsmen's scores, they weren't long in coming together after Tynedale lost 3 wickets in 3 overs, and they've really at first saved the Tynedale innings, and now they've gone on and they've made good it all. Now if you can hear a bit of a clonking, there's a table tennis table just being moved behind me here, but these two, as I say, have saved the innings and they've gone on, and this could well, every chance this is a winning total. But that's full from Johnson outside the off stump, and Parker looks to drive square, but he plays and misses through to the wicketkeeper. No run. Johnson's got a wicket. He's got 2 wickets. He took the first wicket of Cant, but here he is, right arm over the wicket, long sleeves, bustles up, arms flaying to the sides as he runs up. That's full outside the off stump again, and Parker tries to jam the bat down on it that time, but he's not in luck, and the ball zips through to the wicketkeeper. No run. Callum McCabe just picks something up off the ground there and hands it to the umpire. I wonder if he dropped his counting machine there. This umpire Langford in the sun hat with a cap hanging down by his right leg. Johnson's cap as he's up again now in bowls, and there's a good drive, but it doesn't get very far onto the leg side straight that time from Parker, because Johnson bends down and picks it up off the ground. He was rather up on his toes there when he played that shot. He came forward and just had to lift his whole body up again a bit there, Parker. But here he is, set again. Johnson in past Langford and bowls, full again outside the off stump, and he's beaten him with 3 of those now. And that's not a bad ball to bowl at this stage from Johnson, just keeping the runs down here. 237 for 3, although it might be a case of the shutting the door after the horses bolted, as they say, for that last phrase, but he's trying his best here, Johnson, to stem the floors. The siren whizzes up Eland's Gate outside the ground, and another swing and a miss, and the wicketkeeper there took the bails off, but he appealed to umpire Allen at the far end at square leg, but there was nothing doing, so Parker survives. 237 for 3, Tynedale. And we've had no rain here this afternoon. We're still at 50 overs, but the cloud up in the sky there, where else would it be? It's getting greyer and greyer all the time. As Parker plays back down the pitch, a good length ball there from Johnson, and Parker, they don't get a run, it just goes on 2 bounces, and Johnson, the bowler, picks it up. That's the end of the penultimate over, and Tynedale are 237 for 3. Parker 116 and Callum McCabe 68. So this is the 50th and final over coming up here. Yes, that last match nearly 3 years ago, Canton Meadows, Cant got 50 in that match, Tom Cant, and he got 3 wickets as well. James Rainford 40, James Rainford not playing today. Ollie Fletcher in, the young wicket keeper. Tynedale seconds bowled out Benwell for 24 in their match, and already half the second team are here at Priors Flat watching their senior team counterparts rack up the runs here. But here's Hamanatha to bowl again. The last over, the wrist spinner, right arm wrist spinner from the far end. He's bowling to McCabe, drops one short, and that's cracked through the offside, through the covers up towards the house end where it's fielded by deep cover there. That looks like it's Maxted who's fielding up there with the beard. He throws in, so McCabe's got a single. He's gone to 69, 238 for 3. Now Hamanatha just dilettantes the field moves it round for the left-handed Parker. There's a big gap between short, long leg and deep mid-wicket there. Parker, he's hit one up and he's going to be out. Caught by Craigs. He went for the big hit and Parker has gone for an excellent innings. 116, went for the big hit there. And Parker it is who departs for the 4th wicket. A partnership there of 195 from McCabe and Parker. So we'll just have that confirmed, and it's Fletcher, the new batsman, going in, but Parker will receive a round of applause as he goes. His first 100 on his return to Tynedale, 116, some quite magnificent shots. It wasn't Chancellor's innings. He was dropped once that I can remember. Once McCabe's been dropped a couple of times again, but it doesn't pay any reflection because the situation those two came in at, they've done the whole Tynedale team a favour in reaching this total so far. So Fletcher's the new batsman, right-handed. He'll be at the far end. But McCabe it is who's in. Faces Hamanatha here, and he drives this one up towards the house end where Maxted runs round to his right, picks up and throws in. And it's McCabe who gets a single there. And here's Hamanatha again. Fletcher on strike, his first ball, just taking his guard off umpire Allen. Now Hamanatha in towards us to bowl to Fletcher, who drives a full ball out towards Maxted again, and that's a good sliding stop over beyond the house end. It's Spittle Terrace there. He throws in now, and Fletcher gets one to his name. 240 for 4 Tynedale in the 50th, and it's going to be Hemanatha again. And up comes Hemanatha. He bowls on the full again, and McCabe whips this one away out towards the tennis courts, where it's fielded down at mid-wicket across there and thrown into this near end, the wicket-keeper's end. So another one to the total there. 241, McCabe's gone to 71. 195 the partnership between him and Dan Parker, as Hemanatha bowls to Fletcher, who goes back and just cuts this one into the ground, and it's Craigs who fields there at backward point. And that's the end of the innings, the end of the Tynedale innings. And the umpires take the bails off, while umpire Allen does anywhere at his end. And Tynedale have finished at 241 for 4 of 50 overs. Fletcher not out 1. A brilliant innings there from Callum McCabe, 71 not out. He's had a couple of... he was 39 not out last week, so another unbeaten stint from him at the crease as they walk off here. 241 runs to the good, Tynedale with the loss of just 4 wickets as the grey clouds circle here, and we haven't had any rain at Priors Flat yet. Let's hope it stays that way. But as the players go off for tea, Hemanatha eventually got his wicket in the match, his first wicket when he got Parker out there, but there was 2 wickets went to Johnson and 1 to Denton. The men out before Parker were Tom Cant for 17, Sam Mannion for 25, and Jamie Crichton for 1, 38, 42 and 43, and then 238 the last wicket fell out there, the 4th wicket for Tynedale. So there we go. That's the Tynedale innings complete after they lost the toss on what is a green pitch out there, but it hasn't hampered either Parker nor McCabe this afternoon for Tynedale. So we'll be back. Our next broadcast will be at 5 o'clock as we see if Alnmouth can take on the chase here. At the moment the scoreboard will read that Alnmouth need 242 to win from 50 overs here at Hexham this afternoon in the 7th game of the league season for the two teams. But for now, from Priors Flat, from me, Matthew Erskine, that's where I'll leave you. So until 5 o'clock, I'll leave you with the score, with the news that Tynedale have set Alnmouth a target of 242 to win from 50 overs. Speak to you again at 5 o'clock.